ready to unlock a natural secret to maybe boosting sexual function.
Ooh, sounds intriguing.
We're diving deep today into a fascinating study about citrus aurantium essential oil and its potential to boost sexual function.
Citrus aurantium.
Yeah. You sent us this research, and let me tell you, it's pretty captivating.
I am all ears.
And we know this is a big deal because, sadly, a significant number of women experience a dip in their sexual function post-menopause.
Oh, absolutely.
This study was actually done in Iran, where a whopping 72.4% of postmenopausal women reported experiencing sexual difficulties.
Wow, that's a significant number.
It is. That's where this research published in the Journal of Family Reproductive Health becomes really, really interesting.
Okay, I'm hooked. Tell me more.
So the study involved 80 postmenopausal women who were randomly divided into two groups.
All right.
One group inhaled citrus aurantium essential oil,
Interesting.
while the other got a placebo.
Got it. A classic study design.
And here's where it gets really interesting. They used the Female Sexual Function Index, or FSFI, to track changes.
The FSFI.
Yeah, for those of us not familiar with the FSFI.
Sure.
Break that down for us. What exactly does it measure?
Think of it as a comprehensive sexual well-being checklist.
Okay.
The FSFI covers 6 key areas. Desire, arousal, lubrication, the ability to achieve orgasm, satisfaction, and pain during intercourse.
Okay, so it really paints a full picture.
It does.
Of a woman's sexual experience.
Exactly.
Wow, so it's not just about one aspect, but a holistic look at sexual function.
You got it.
And what did the study find?
Okay.
Did citrus aurantium essential oil make any difference?
The results were remarkable.
Really?
The group using citrus aurantium showed significant improvement in all 6 areas of the FSFI compared to the placebo group. This suggests that the essential oil could be working on multiple levels to enhance sexual function.
So smelling this citrusy scent somehow led to a boost in desire, arousal.
It seems that way.
And even helped with lubrication and orgasm.
The day suggests so.
I'm really curious, what's the science behind this?
That is the question, isn't it?
How can a scent possibly influence our bodies in such a profound way?
Well, that's the million-dollar question.
Right.
While the study itself doesn't pinpoint the exact mechanisms, there are some compelling theories based on what we know about citrus aurantium and aromatherapy.
Okay.
For example, this oil contains compounds like limon and marcine.
Okay.
You know, that calming scent you get when you peel an orange.
Yeah.
These compounds have been linked to reducing anxiety.
Oh, interesting. So it's like taking a deep breath of orange-scented relaxation.
Exactly.
Which could then make someone more open to intimacy.
That's the idea.
Fascinating.
And there's another intriguing compound called linalool.
Linalool.
It's found in many flowers and spices and is believed to increase dopamine and noradrenaline, neurotransmitters associated with pleasure and arousal.
So it's like the scent is giving your brain a little happy boost, if you will.
Yeah, something like that.
Interesting. So citrus aurantium is potentially influencing both the mind and body.
It seems...
Easing anxiety and possibly stimulating those pleasure centers in the brain.
Precisely.
Wow.
And beyond these specific compounds, we know that aromatherapy, in general, can impact our hormones and nervous system.
Okay.
Studies suggest that inhaling certain scents can trigger the release of endorphins, our natural mood boosters and pain relievers.
It's fascinating how something as seemingly simple as scent can have such a profound impact on our overall well-being.
It really is.
And even our sex lives.
It highlights the intricate connection between our senses, emotions, and physical responses.
Yeah. We often underestimate the power of our sense of smell.
Absolutely.
This citrus aurantium study is incredibly promising.
It is.
But I'm curious, are there other studies that support the idea that aromatherapy can benefit sexual function?
There are a few others that point in that direction.
Oh, really?
For instance, one study in Korea found that aromatherapy massage with a blend of essential oils improved menopausal symptoms, including sexual function.
So massage plus aromatherapy.
Right.
A double whammy of relaxation and sensory stimulation.
Exactly.
Makes sense. It could have positive effects.
Yeah. Though it's hard to say for sure what played a bigger role, the massage or the aromatherapy itself. Another study used a blend of lavender, fennel, geranium, and rose for inhalation. And also saw improvements in sexual function scores.
Interesting.
So it seems like a variety of scents might hold potential in this area.
Okay, so it's not just citrus aurantium.
Right.
There's a whole world of aromatherapy possibilities.
There is.
When it comes to boosting sexual well-being.
A whole world.
But like with any scientific research,
Sure.
I'm sure this citrus aurantium study had some limitations.
Of course.
Right. What were some of the caveats?
One thing they didn't look at in this study was the causes of sexual dysfunction in the women. It could have been hormonal changes, stress, relationship issues, or a combination of factors.
That's a really important point. Everyone's experience is so different.
Absolutely.
And what might work for one person might not work for another.
Exactly. They also didn't assess how long the women had been experiencing these difficulties.
Oh, interesting.
Had it been a recent change or something going on for years, that context could definitely influence how the essential oil impacts them.
Right. Like you were saying earlier, we're all so unique.
We are.
And there's no one-size-fits-all solution.
Definitely not. And another limitation is that the study was relatively short, only 4 weeks. So we don't know if these amazing benefits would stick around long term.
Yeah.
More research is definitely needed to explore that.
It's like a teaser, giving us a glimpse of what's possible.
It is.
But we need more data to see how it plays out in the long run.
Exactly. It would also be interesting to see if these results hold true for women experiencing sexual dysfunction due to other reasons besides menopause.
That's a great point. Because while menopause is a significant life transition, there are so many other factors that can impact a woman's sexual well-being.
Yeah.
Like stress, medication side effects, or even just feeling disconnected in a relationship.
Absolutely. This study opens up a fascinating avenue for future research.
It does.
But it's definitely just one piece of the puzzle when it comes to understanding and addressing female sexual dysfunction.
So if you're listening and this resonates with you, remember it's always a good idea to talk to your healthcare provider before trying any new treatment.
Always a good idea.
Including essential oils.
Absolutely. It's about finding what works best for you.
Yeah.
And sometimes that requires a team effort, including your doctor.
Right.
This citrus aurantium study definitely sparks a lot of hope and curiosity.
For sure.
It makes you wonder what other potential aromatherapy holds.
It really does.
I mean, we've all experienced how scents can evoke powerful memories or emotions.
Yeah.
Could they also be used to address things like sleep problems, chronic pain, or even cognitive decline?
It's mind-blowing, right? Like, could sniffing lavender really help you sleep better?
Right.
Or ease anxiety? I've even heard that rosemary can boost memory and focus.
Interesting.
It's like having a whole medicine cabinet in a bottle, but with amazing smells.
I love that analogy. And what's so appealing about aromatherapy is that it's generally safe and accessible compared to some pharmaceutical options.
True.
But of course, as with anything, it's essential to use essential oils responsibly.
Okay.
Especially if you have any underlying health conditions.
Right. And quality matters too. You want to make sure you're using pure, high-quality essential oils from reputable sources.
Absolutely. Overall, I think this deep dive into citrus aurantium and sexual function really underscores the power of scent.
It does.
And the potential of aromatherapy to positively influence our lives in various ways.
I'm totally with you on that. It makes me want to go on a scent-finding mission. Maybe diffuse some citrus aurantium tonight. But on a more serious note, I think one of the biggest takeaways here is the importance of considering holistic approaches to health and well-being.
I agree.
Sometimes the simplest things, like bringing pleasant scents into our daily lives, can have a surprisingly big impact.
I couldn't agree more. It's a beautiful reminder that our bodies are complex and interconnected systems. What affects one area, like our sense of smell, can influence other aspects of our health, including our sexual well-being.
And it reminds us that we have more power over our health than we often realize. We can make choices.
Absolutely.
Even small ones that can positively impact our overall well-being.
Exactly, whether it's trying aromatherapy, getting more exercise, or just spending time in nature.
Right.
There are so many natural ways we can support our bodies and minds.
So true. And who knows?
What?
Maybe the key to unlocking greater well-being is right under our noses, literally.
Perhaps it is. This has been a fascinating deep dive today. Before we wrap up, I want to leave our listeners with something to think about.
Okay, go for it.
We've been talking about citrus aurantium, but what about lavender? You mentioned it can be calming.
Yeah.
Could it also help with things like improving sleep quality or reducing anxiety? That's something for you to explore.
I like that.
We'd love to hear what you discover.
Great question. Pay attention to how different scents make you feel.
Yeah.
You might be surprised at what you learn about yourself and the power of your senses.
Exactly. It's all about tuning in and discovering what works for you.
Yeah, and that wraps up our deep dive for today.
I've really enjoyed this.
Me too. If you're intrigued by the power of aromatherapy and you want to explore more thought-provoking topics about the mind and body, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the Unlock Your Mind podcast.
Yes, please do.
Until next time, keep those senses open and stay curious.